Hello, you're watching New Vision TV News. My name is Lynn Komjisha, and here's what's coming up in our bulletin. From around Uganda, students stage violent strike over poor feeding in Kayunga district. LUWUM'S widow is to be buried next week. And the Uganda AIDS Commission has warned people and employers against compulsory HIV testing for housemaids. In around East Africa, Kenyans are to mark Eid al-Adha on Monday. In news around the world, floods have ravaged homes in Sierra Leone. More than 8,000 left homeless. And in our special report today, we look at how the LUWUM'S are reaping 400 million shillings from their cattle ranch. Hello, you're watching New Vision TV News. My name is Lynn Komjisha. Thank you for joining us. We're coming to you from the New Vision newsroom. We have news around Uganda, news around the East African region, news elsewhere in the world, as well as a Pearl of Africa story and a special report. For now, news around Uganda. We'll look at Arua district. The first Deputy Prime Minister, Moses Ali, has urged West Nilers to jealously maintain the prevailing peace in the region. He made the remarks while opening the West Nile Investment Symposium in Arua. It is organized under the theme Transformation of Africa's Upper Nile Valley through Pan-African Peace Building and Holistic Development. In Kampala, Mary LUWUM', the widow of Archbishop Janan LUWUM', will be buried next Thursday, according to the burial program issued by the Church of Uganda. There will be prayers Wednesday, 14th August at 10 a.m. at the Church of the Resurrection in Bugolobi, Kampala. The body of Mrs. LUWUM' will be at the Muchwini Weng Memorial Site for viewing and a burial service on Thursday, 15th August. Mary LUWUM' succumbed to cancer on 6th August, 42 years after her husband was killed. Still in Kampala, the Attorney General has filed an application in the East African Court of Justice seeking to extend the time frame in which they are supposed to file a response to Male Mabilizi's application to nullify the Age Limit Act. Though Mabilizi filed his appeal in April 2019, the Attorney General filed his defense on June the 21st, the deadline of the recommended 45 days. In Fort Portal, preparations are in high gear at Rwenzori Diocese to bid farewell to the Archbishop of the Province of the Church of Uganda, Stanley NTAGALI. The Bishop of Rwenzori Diocese, Ruben Kisembo, said that NTAGALI is expected over the weekend, where he will conduct his last service at the church. Among the people expected to bid farewell, the Archbishop is the Omukama of Toro, Oyo, Nyimba, Kabamba Iguru, who will be part of the congregation Sunday. The diocesan head of laity, Chris Tushabe, said NTAGALI will launch the groundbreaking ceremony for the construction of Viruhura Vocational Institute at St. Peter's Church of Uganda in Kasenda Parish, Fort Portal. Now, from Soroti District, President Museveni has commended the church for being instrumental in ensuring a productive and morally upright community through church programs. This, he said, is a major factor in the stability of any society and nation at large. LEONE, Minister of Disaster and Relief, delivered the President's message during the dedication of St. Thomas the Apostle Catholic Church, Koloin, by Right Reverend Joseph Echiru Oliach, the Bishop of Soroti Catholic Diocese, early this week. The President donated 10 million shillings towards church development. In Kayunga district, students of Busana Senior Secondary School, a government-aided school in the district, staged a violent strike, accusing the school administration of feeding them poor-quality posho and beans with weevils and hiking development fees, which students pay every term. The over 800 students engaged the police in running batters until police used tear gas to calm the situation that lasted over an hour, leaving some school properties destroyed. In Mukono, the Principal Inspector of Schools, Mukono Municipality, Olivia Bulya, has asked school head teachers teachers and parents to closely monitor the candidates to ensure their safety before and after the Uganda National Examinations Board exams. Bulletin said that previously they have had candidates get a number of challenges resulting from negligence, which makes them miss UNEB. She was addressing head teachers and primary 7 pupils of different schools who sat for their Mukono municipality mock examinations from Ferry Junior School. Closing off news around Uganda is a story from Masaka district. Now, the Uganda AIDS Commission has warned employers against subjecting housemates to compulsory HIV tests, saying it is a violation of their rights. The Commission coordinator, Southwestern Region, Michael Masiko, said it is criminal to force housemates to test for HIV/AIDS. Masiko was responding to concerns from participants who listed housemates among the troubling category behind the high HIV/AIDS infection rate in homes. We now take a look at news around the East African region. From Kenya, Kenyans will mark Eid al-Adha next week, Monday. This was declared today by the country's Interior Cabinet Secretary, Fred Matiang'i. This will not be the case for Muslims in Uganda, who will have to work Monday but celebrate the holy day on Sunday. Eid al-Adha is one of the holiest days in the Muslim calendar. Eid al-Adha, also dubbed the Festival of the Sacrifice, is a celebration symbolizing the willingness of the Prophet Ibrahim to sacrifice his son Ishmael. From South Sudan, Petroleum Minister Awao Daniel Chiwang has said the oil production in the country has been enhanced by 6,000 barrels, bringing the total oil output to over 180 barrels per day. The increase, he said, was realized after the country resumed oil production at Block 1 and 2 in Manga oil field, which was closed 6 years ago due to insecurity in the northern parts of the country. Now, for news around the world from the Democratic Republic of Congo, 3 Congolese medics have been detained over the murder of a World Health Organization doctor who was fighting an Ebola outbreak in the Democratic Republic of Congo, according to a military prosecutor on Wednesday. Cameroonian Dr. Richard Valerie Mozoko Kibong was shot dead on April 19th in an attack on a hospital in the eastern city of Butembo. The arrested doctors will be prosecuted for terrorism and criminal conspiracy. Lieutenant Colonel Jean-Baptiste Kumbongoma, military prosecutor for Butembo in North Kivu province, told AFP. The news from Sierra Leone, 7 people have died and more than 8,000 have been made homeless after torrential rain in Sierra Leone caused massive flooding. The director of the Disaster Management Office in the National Security Office said the majority of the flood victims are from slum communities and swampy areas. The authorities have urged people to leave flood-prone areas in Freetown after reports of a minor mudslide in an area where more than 1,100 people died in a landslip in 2017. From the Gambia, 2 Gambian soldiers accused of plotting to overthrow the government of President Adama Barrow was sentenced to 3 years in jail by a court-martial. The pair used a WhatsApp group called The True Friends to discuss ways of staging a coup with other members of the Gambian army while on a 2017 peacekeeping mission in Darfur in Sudan, the military court at Dam Barracks had during proceedings. Barrow took office in January 2017 after a shock election win against former President Yahya Jammeh, who ruled the West African state for 22 years. Now, from India, India hit back today at nuclear rival Pakistan's downgrading of diplomatic ties over its clampdown on Kashmir, saying its decision to strip the restive region of its autonomy was an internal affair. India stripped Kashmir of its special status in the constitution Monday and brought the region under its direct rule, angering Pakistan, which has a competing claim to the Muslim majority state.
इंशाअल्लाह कौम पाकिस्तानी कौम अक़वाम मुत्तहिदा और सिक्योरिटी काउंसिल में जाने का हमने फैसला किया है।
Pakistan responded by downgrading its diplomatic ties with India, announcing that it would expel the Indian envoy and suspend trade as the row between the neighbors deepened. Let's take a break and return with news in business.